And a very warm welcome along, everybody. That's a massive thumbnail, isn't it? Let's resize that to its correct size. It's very rare I get to stream on Saturday, so how is everyone here on this fantastic Saturday? I think it's Saturday anyway. We're in that really awkward in-betweeny bit, aren't we? In between Christmas and New Year, where nobody really knows what to do. And that's part of the reason why I can stream today. I've not had a slot on a Saturday for a very, very long time. So welcoming Gemma, Adrian, Alajango and Moldy. I hope you're all having a fantastic in-betweeny phase. I don't want to say weekend because it doesn't really feel like the weekend. Now, because this is a very last-minute stream, I am doing some alterations on the fly, getting my on-screen furniture all ready and set up. Because I honestly had about 10 minutes to get prepped for this stream. And that is not enough time to get everything done in one sitting. So let's get my info on screen. Let's get chat in a visible place as well. Welcoming Guy, I hope you're doing very well. Thank you for the very kind words there. And I'm glad you have found me, even if it is just in the last few weeks. I hope you've had a lot of fun watching as many videos as you like. Let's get everything on screen correctly. There we go. I've got the splits. I've got my repel and other info like my vitamins. I've got chat. I've got my glasses on. Don't have a brain. Left that somewhere towards the start of this year. Let's have a little look. We're starting with Girafarig for this one. It's going to be another one of those backports where we start with the original line, but we have updated the learn set. So we have a level 5 Girafarig with 22 HP, holding a berry with Astonish, Tackle, Growl and Confusion. 14 in attack, 12 in defense, 15 in special attack, 13 in special defense, and 15 in speed. They are the stats we're going with. I've got something in my eye, which is kind of painful. This backport, by the way, will be available to download after the stream. I've not had chance to set it up. And for evolution, it's going to be when we learn Twin Beam at 32. That will then trigger the evolution condition. I think that's everything we need to know about this one. Let's get on with it. I'm glad you've got the videos on repeat. They are a lot of fun to make, especially these ones we've got coming up next year. I am really looking forward to what's happening in the next year on the channel. Some big changes happening, some of them which will be kind of different for the channel, but I think it's all going to be worth it in the end. First wild encounters, very easy. Grab the berry. Let's get on with it. Welcome in, Paul. I am very, very excited as well. I think 2025 is going to be a very interesting year. We've got some fun new series starting up. Starting, of course, on the 2nd with our Corsola video in yellow. So we're going back to where it all began. Starting with the Pokemon that we did all that time ago, back in August 2022. Goodness me, 2.5 years ago nearly, that we had our first videos together. And we are going to be running the Gen 2 Pokemon in exactly the same order. So it's going to start off with Corsola. We've got Ursaring 2nd, Magcargo 3rd. I can't remember after that. I'm just glad I could remember 3 in a row. But I hope you had a wonderful Christmas, Paul. And apologies if I sound a little bit hoarse today. I have just come off the back of doing voiceovers. I'm mid-edit at the moment. Had a gameplay that I absolutely hated, was screaming at the screen a lot of the time, and you'll be seeing that mid-January. Welcome in, Chad, never apologise for being late. And the reason the rivals got the Totodile this time is because of Bite. So it learns Dark-type moves via level up. That is enough of a condition for me for him to have it. Let's give the rival the triple question mark name. Then we can settle down and actually get into a rhythm with this stream. And I've decided no super chat goal today. I think everyone's a little bit spent out after that Christmas stream, aren't we? So I'm not going to put anything there. Welcome in, Dr. SK. I hope you're doing very well. Solo Skitty, or Skitty and Emerald in general. Skitty's bad. It's good for contests, but for actual battling, it is a non-starter. We saw Delcatty a little while ago here on the channel in Crystal, didn't we? Wasn't the best challenge in the world, considering it was a normal type. Mahogany, we've currently got one in Crystal. It's going to be coming out in Yellow. I want to say around about the 5th of January for that one. And we've got such a soft spot for the channel. The Discord for this one is called the Mahogany. Thank you, Gemma, for the 21 months at Pokeball here. Goodness me, brain had a bit of a fart there. Can't believe it's already been 21 months. Solo Skitty would definitely be very bad. Male Skitty, I can definitely see attack strategies working well against Roxanne and Flannery there if you have it. And Faint Attack from Jigglypuff gives you some special attack. And it means that you're going to be working on a lot of those rock types' weaker special defense. Which, as we know from our challenge runs, even with quite naff special defense, if it's a rock type, it generally goes down. Now, there's no excuse not to do Sprout Tower on this one. Because we've got Confusion, it's super effective, it's going to be one-shotting. Faint Attack, I think, is a very underrated move. We'll be seeing it in the Ursaring Backport in Generation 1. And it comes in clutch a couple of times, especially with how much Sand Attack is spammed in Gen 1. But it's a series I am very excited to bring you. Because it's going to be the exact same Pokemon as the start of the channel, and I think that's going to be so, so cool. Seeing just how well or badly Pokemon fare on the position of the leaderboard compared to their original positioning. Assurance, that's a dark type move, isn't it? At 50 power, might as well get rid of Growl. Oh yeah, those mid-game Pidgeotos stood no chance. And because it's Gen 1, we get Swords Dance via TM, so we can take advantage of the badge boost glitch with Ursaring. So it does kind of become a little bit overpowered. We've got Corsola before that though, and we have Ancient Power. And if Ancient Power gets the Omni Boost, it activates the badge boost glitch 4 times. So again, a very powerful Pokemon in the right circumstances. Might as well get all of this early game experience as well. Gives us a bit of extra cash money moolah to spend a little bit later on. Because I'm sure we'll be wanting Thunderbolt. Because that's going to be super effective against 2 of Red's Pokemon. Going for Hidden Power Fire as well this time. Taking a bit of a trickier Lance battle in favour of a much easier Jasmine battle. Good morning, League TV. I hope you're doing very well today. Got ourselves Flash, we'll get the escape rope, we'll get ourselves out of here. If I can press the right buttons. It's going very well, thank you, Chad. It's nice to be live on a Saturday for once. It's one of those days I never get to do, so I get to see loads of people who I don't often see in chat. And if you are out there lurking, please do remember you are appreciated. You don't have to say anything in chat, but I appreciate every single one of you. And we are already, even with Sprout Tower, getting ready for Falkner. Let's see how we get on. I don't think it's going to be too bad here. Confusion's a one-shot on Pidgey. Out comes Pidgeotto. It's going to be a 2-shot. Take a little bit of damage. Not too shabby. Zephyr Badge in 6:39. There's going to be a big shift in content, by the way, for next year. I'm feeling better health-wise now, so we're going back to the long-form Crystal videos. We haven't seen those in around about 9 months together on the channel, so we're going to be seeing 25-minute, half-an-hour videos in Crystal again. It's going to be a lot of fun. Definitely something I have missed on the channel. Talking of missing things, we definitely cannot miss that Paralysed Kyurberry. And thank you, Gemma. I hope next year brings you nothing but the best as well. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to pause the timer, take a quick sip of drink. Didn't have a chance to properly hydrate before stream. And having done Call it an hour and a half of voiceovers this morning. Definitely need to keep hydrated. Let's unpause now. Let's take on a couple of these poison-type trainers. Yep, the line with the Flyers is back in Generation 1 and Generation 2, actually. And we're going to be seeing a lot more of him than we have recently. There is still more storyline to get out of him especially. Hopefully you'll find something suitable towards the early part of next year, Gemma. Unfortunately, I don't think you're going to be able to get anything by the end of this year, but that's only because there are a few days left. Let's heal up and let's take on this Bird Keeper. Easy experience. Not going to bother with Swift because we've got Stomp. That's a much higher base power move. And I've just noticed at 46 we get Nasty Plot. That's going to be game changing. Let's Repel, move the Super Potion up to Tippy Top Spot. Get past these spinners. By the way, if you are playing on the Challenge Run patch, there has been a new update. It removes spinners if you like, and there's also the option for the Professor's Repel, which will turn off all wild encounters from the bag. That patch and this backport are available on tradersquidgy.com. This backport will be available after stream. Grab that full heal, we'll go into the Pokemon. We only need probably 9 repels because we'll do slow Critique for this one. Have a little chat with her because I messed up my movement there. And let's pause the time to catch the HM friends, and I'll also grab a Discord link for you, Guy. So, copy an invite link. Thank you, League TV, for joining the HM friends. I can't see what's here quite yet because I've got Discord in the way, but thank you nonetheless. I will just grab this Discord link while we're here catching the HM friends. Let's get a 6-hour link. Generate new link and copy. Thank you for joining at Premier Bowl League TV. Let me plonk that in chat. Discord link. Enjoy your early access to videos. You've got 2 videos actually early access at the moment. You've got Gligar and Gliscor both on early access. There is the Discord link. And that is very kind of you. Thank you so much, League TV. As long as you copy the link, it will be available for the next 6 hours, Guy. So hopefully you'll be there in time. Gonna grab the HM friends now. If you're not familiar with why we pause the timer, it's because the random battles have an element of RNG to finding them. So to provide consistency, we keep the timer paused. We didn't chat with Kurt, goodness me. Wandering to Aldi with Stream On sounds like a good plan to me. Had a little look around the shops the other day and there was, well, yesterday, and there was no cheap Christmas stuff. I was very disappointed. I was hoping to get another couple of chocolate Santas. They're my weakness at the moment. But that does mean we're almost in Easter egg season and they're my weakness as well, to be fair. Yes, we have the Ducky and the Zombie Crab on the team now. They're going to be helping us out getting through the Johto region and probably parts of the Kanto region as well. But they'll get that little break at the league. We're poisoned doesn't really matter for this battle though because we get the free heal from Kurt. I love chocolate oranges. I've had my one for the year. Oh, I do love a good Deadly by midnight, especially when it comes to the fresh meat. Because you can just plonk them in the freezer. Now, Bugsy could be a little bit of a problem because of Fury Cutter. It all depends on our flinch luck. Chocolate orange isn't as common over there in the US, which is an absolute shame. Because I think it's one of the best pieces of chocolate we make in this country. Let's give Bugsy a try. We do have the weakness to Fury Cutter. We'll see how it goes. Should be a 3-shot, 2-shot with the critical hit there. And that's the Hive Badge acquired in 11 minutes and 33 seconds. I'm very, very touched by what you've just said there, Guy. I try and engage as much in stream, because stream to me, it's all about chatting with all you lovely people who are out there. Because I can do pre-records if I just want to play on my own. Didn't mean to use Assurance there, didn't matter either way. Let's use Confusion for the Zubat though, and take it out in one. Crocodile comes out to play, we'll stomp all over it. Couple of hits, knocks it out. And then, we're done. Stomp definitely should do more damage to Bugs, you're not wrong there. Let's move those repels up to a more sensible place. We'll go and get ourselves the... Which HM is it? The cut HM, of course it's the cut HM. We'll also go and grab ourselves the Headbutt TM while we're in here. Then it'll be time for our next HM friend. So we'll teach Cut and Flash to Paris. Stick on a repel, we'll swap Paris down to there, we'll use Cut from the menu. I've never had chocolate and bananas together. I don't eat anywhere near as many bananas as I should, really. They're really good for you, even if you do eat too many of them, they can poison you. And they're not bad tasting either, are they? Grab ether number 1 from the forest, we'll grab ether number 2 as well. Don't need sweet scent this time, and now we'll make our way through Route 34. Thank you once again, League TV, for joining at Premier Baltier as you fall off the top of the chat. I hope you had a very safe landing there, though, falling off the top. And let's take on a couple of trainers. We'll catch Abra after we've done Psyduck Man. Nice and simple battles at the moment as well, nothing too problematic. One shot the Psyduck. Now, if you are playing on the Challenge Run patch, and you've got HM friends guaranteed, you can reset your Abra encounters by talking to that sign. And then you will get a guaranteed Abra, it'll be a guaranteed catch as well. And you can move on to Goldenrod City, which is exactly what we're going to do now. So let's make our base there because we've got teleport. Girafarig was number 1 for a very long time, actually. One of our longest standing at the top of the leaderboard. However, Farigiraf has less speed than Girafarig. I don't see the point in streaming if you're not having a good old chat with everybody who's in the chat. Honestly. Even if chat scrolls really quickly, I try and pay attention to everything that everyone's saying, and then in the quiet moments, I can refer back to it. Because it's one of those, chat does sometimes scroll incredibly quickly, but there's always room to talk about everything here. Especially on that last stream. We definitely had some things we're never going to talk about again on stream on that last one. But it was a lot of fun. You know what? I am going to get the Quickie C actually this time. It could come in handy for the red fight. Because we'll have nasty plots, so we'll be able to set up our special attack. So it's just a case of outspeeding probably the Peskeon. I barely tickled that grass game. How dare you give us an encounter? We're going to have to beat up Psychic Mark for this. Not his Pokemon, him himself. Got a new chair as well, and it's a little bit different on the angle for sitting at for stream. So I'm having to rejig myself in this chair, so apologies if you heard the creaking there. Rejig the HM friends, we'll teach Dig to our Paris at the same time. Then we'll TP back. No need for any of the punches. So we will do a very quick battle down in the underground. I do want to get a couple of extra experience points here for Whitney. I currently am unshaven, but that's just because I'm lazy. Generally, I rock the clean shaven, but over Christmas, you kind of don't want to do anything, do you? You just want to relax. We have better in everything barring speed with our Farigiraf. We could learn agility, but it doesn't seem to make sense to me to have agility for all this time when it's just going to be the red battle where it matters. So now that we've done that, we've got 7 headbutt PP. That's more than enough for Whitney's gym. So let's start off with last carry. I both look and feel like a hobo today. I've not plonked myself in the shower yet. Oh, I make... What?! It went boom with a critical hit. Jeez. And it was because of a low roll. Bloody hell. That's how the Whitney battle's supposed to go. You absolute bitch, Whitney. We get the plain badge. We're leaving in a huff. Goodness me. I mean, that's why I always say the Clefairy is worse than the Miltank. You don't have to worry about Miltank, you have to worry about Clefairy having a bomb. That is very, very good point, actually. I don't know what the odds are of a self-destruct crit from Metronome. Clearly, those odds are good enough for it to happen against us there. She was just showing off with that crit. That's one of the other things I love about streamed runs, because you wouldn't have been able to get that kind of genuine reaction from a pre-record where I'm doing the voiceover and I already know it's coming. And we're not doing quick accuracy today, we're going to go and grab ourselves hidden power for the Magnemite line. I'm a little bit thrown by that, I've got to be honest. Like, you can prepare and expect most situations, but having a Clefairy explode on you with a crit is not something I'd factored in for today. Yes, it does halve your defense and she would get stab. So I think self-destruct is base 300 with the defense drop, so call that 450. Plus the critical hit, we got hit by a 900 base power move. No wonder we went down. One in 16, I do believe, for the critical in Generation 2. Good thing about having the Psychic type is we do, of course, have fighting types run neutral against us. So double kick isn't anywhere near as threatening. The only reason it halves defense is because they couldn't code in a move with base power above 255. So they had to halve the defense to get the same damage output. And then they nerfed it in later gens because it was very overpowered. Didn't mean to encounter this guy, but we've got enough headbutts to deal with him. A Around about the same odds as a full-on shiny in Generation 6 onwards then, for that happening. I would much rather have had the shiny, honestly. Double hit isn't the move we are looking for. Twin beam is the one which will get us to evolve. And that's happening in just 4 levels' time. We're still holding on to that berry we've had at the start of the challenge as well, I've just noticed. Gonna see just how long we can hold on to that for. Oh, if we evolve into Nidorino, I'm just gonna rage quit. So Generation 9 Pokemon will evolve into Nidorina instead. Nidorinos for Generation 8 evolutions, Kanbei. Oh, did they increase the power? I wasn't aware of that, honestly. Makes sense. If you don't halve the defense and you want to keep it the same power, just buff the power. Easy mistake to make, honestly. But I hope you had a wonderful Christmas season, Kanbei. I'm not sure if you celebrate or not. Yes, Twin Beam will be twice as good as Confusion. And then once we get Psychic, it's going to be game over, I think, for a lot of the NPCs. Let's grab that nugget. Oh no, I hope you're not coming down with something, Kanbei. I have been thinking about it, Gemma, but I'm at the start of a new content season. So I'm not going to have time to do anything about it, probably until February at the earliest. Because we're back to square one. The Gliscor video is the last video of that last season. Decent night's sleep will always help regardless. Not sure if it'll help you actually get better, but it'll help you feel a little bit better at the very least. I remember to use a special attack against Krabby. It's got oodles of physical defense. Now, our new routing is 12 super repels there, because we're going to get max repels in Blackthorn. We'll have to see how easy or hard the coding is for it. Welcome in, Oddish. I hope you're doing very well today. Happy whatever day it is. I think it's Saturday. I've been calling it Saturday. So we're going to go with Saturday. Level 30 off Gentleman Alfred there. I'm hoping Confusion can one-shot these pesky Growlithe. Because that means we can save our headbutts for the more difficult Pokemon coming up. An Adamant Carstorm is not what you want to see, really, is it? 1 in 1,290. Bloody hell, that's a lot. That's high odds, isn't it? See, I like the fake Saturdays that almost get you fired. Headbutt the Machop. Confuse the Poliwhirl. Confuse the other Machop. And that's Ernest done. We'll grab our 13th Super Repel, unlucky for some. And while we're here, we'll get the rare candy and we'll probably chat with Birdkeeper Denise. So we can get ourselves the Swagger TM. Might not need it, but could be good for selling for money. Still better odds than last playing fair. And 10 times better odds than Jazz playing fair. Rock Smash onto Paris instead of Scratch. We want Hidden Power on our Girafarig instead of Astonish, not Assurance. Got my A's mixed up there. Then we want Flash, Dig, Cut and Rock Smash in that order. If our only reset is Whitney, I will see the funny side of it. It could be the nephew. Use another repel, and let's take on rival number 3. This time he's going to lead with Haunter, so it's very good that we've got Confusion on the learn set. Take it out in one nice and simple shot. We'll headbutt the Croconaw. Bite gives us a little bit of damage. Then we'll Hidden Power Fire the Magnemite. Confusion for the Zubat finishes off this battle. We'll fall through the floor. And we'll release the beasts. Now let's get out of here and go into the gym. Plot Confusion up to tippy top spot. We're going to be forgetting it now anyway in favour of Twin Beam. And let's get our evolution. We say goodbye to Girafarig, hello to Farigiraf. Gonna pause the timer so we can get a good look at the sprite. I do also want to very quickly check something with Twin Beam. Effect double hit, is that the correct effect? Yes it is. Perfect. And now we'll see the back sprite as well for Farigiraf. It's a very funny looking Nidorina, isn't it? And now we have lost a fair amount of speed there. Because we've only got base 60 speed now. Exactly, the normal just means we're immune to ghosts. Don't fall off the floor there, Squidge. Girafarig, I think, had a little bit of a struggle at Jasmine last time. But we definitely didn't use the berry until after Jazz. I remember that much. That is a very good point. It might have taken on the PP of Confuse. It's only got 10 PP. That'll be why. We're not going to be holding on to it for too long. But we do, of course, have to take into consideration that it's only 10 PP. Fog Badge in 2830. Shadow Ball acquired. Let's get ourselves over to Cianwood City. Where are those super repels? There they are. We'll bring those up to tip-top spot now. We forgot to speak to the surf dude. We did the kimono girls, we just didn't get surf. In the interest of fairness, I will keep the time paused as we recycle back to our spots just on Route 40 there. So we had a regular repel on. I appreciate terrible jokes more than you could ever realise. Good morning, Seth. I hope you're doing very well today. It is our last stream of the year, because we've got videos coming out on Monday and Tuesday, and then we're going to be in the new year. That is a very good point. Vine Whip needs more than 10 PP. It's the first time we've seen Twin Beam actually hit twice there. I don't know, what does Santa pay for parking? Nothing, it's on the house. I love that. This year to me has been a particularly long year with the health scare earlier in the year. But we made it through the other side. That was the reason there was such a big gap in content as well. All that BS started around about this time last year. Shock was about as difficult as you'd expect. I had a growth which shouldn't have been there, should we say, and had to do a lot of tests on it, had to get it removed. It was in an area that was less than appropriate to have a growth as well. So it was fairly worrying over the last... well, over the first 7 months of the year until it was tested and removed. But everything turned out to be benign, thank goodness. We would have had Psybeam as well on OG Giraffe. I am doing a lot better than I was, especially mentally. Oh, Psybeam 41 for Giraffe Rig. We definitely start off with 2 confusion moves. I know we start off with Stomp as Giraffe Rig as well. That might be what I'm thinking of, actually, Tackle and Stomp together. One of the things that's going to slow us down in this one is learning so many different moves. Must remember to speak to that rocket. He's the one I always forget to speak to. Hopefully this will be the last optional we hit. That was just a bit of too slow movement going down there. No need for Thief, because of course the AI doesn't have any items barring Pokefans here. Normal is physical in Generation 2. Yep, you're everybody's favourite segment, Alajango. Don't you just bloody love this rocket section? Best part of Gen 2. Apart from maybe Radio Tower, that's good competition as well. I reckon we will get Border Douglas as well. It's been a while since we've been Border Douglas. Oh yeah, you can turn off the alarms in the rocket section. That's what we do when we battle a scientist. We then go to the PC afterwards and turn off the alarms. Yep, we can learn Earthquake. Though I'm not sure we're going to be taking Earthquake, because we'll have Nasty Plot. Have you done the Sevies for a little bit of experience if you're stuck with Charizard there? We didn't get Border Douglas. Yellow's going to be very fun in the new year. Welcome in, Urban Huntsman. I hope you're doing very well today. Probably should have used Headbutt first there. Avoid the healing loop. Absolutely fine, though. 5:19 for Rocket. Not the quickest we've ever had. Definitely not the slowest we've ever had. If you're in Victory Road and you do need the experience, you can get to 1, 2, and 3 Island already. If you go to Cinnabar and have a little chat with Bill. Gonna risk it for a biscuit and not heal up here against Jazz. Might cause another reset, but I think it's worth the risk. We know we're going to one-shot both these Magnemite. It's all about the Steelix. How much do we do? And the answer is a one-shot with a crit. Nice. Welcome in, D1. I hope you're doing well, or as well as you can today. Let's get ourselves back to Mahogany. We'll go through Ice Path now. I think we have been on a bit of the old secret potion, you know. I'm glad you're doing alright. You know where I am if you need to chat about anything at all, D1. Literally anything, if you just want to get your mind off stuff. If there's something you want to talk about, you know where I am. Let's teach some water HMs to our Psyduck now. The next test is going to be seeing if we can do this on the bike first time, and we can. We absolutely are on form today with our movement now. You can tell it's not my first run of the day, and as always, as soon as I brag about my movement, I mess it up completely. Thank you for subscribing, SB Flame Gaming. Jesus, never talk about movement if you're streaming. That's just the key to make it go all kinds of wrong, isn't it? Yep, commentator's curse definitely happened there. Get the protein, get the PP up, get out of here. Have a little cry as we fly to Blackthorn. We fly to Blackthorn, by the way, so that we can go in the Pokemon here. Gonna get ourselves 12 max repels. And then we can take this repel down to here to get the elixir. Can then also take the repel to get this extra nugget. And that gives us some extra bits to sell when we get to Goldenrod. While we're picking up bits and bobs, actually, we'll get this extra nugget here. We'll get the rare candy here. We'll need to head to Violet City. So that we can get this rare candy. Over to New Bark Town, because we've got yet another rare candy over here as well. Now let's sell all that crap we've picked up. 4 nuggets, there you go. What TMs aren't we going to use? We don't have hands, we don't need Icy Wind. Iron Tail's just crap. Not going to use that. Not going to use that. Keep hold of that just in case. Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. We're rich. 7 of you. And 1 of you. I miscounted there. We could only get 6 in. So we'll sell this extra calcium. That will... If we then sell our balls as well, we can then grab ourselves 1 more iron. That's given us a big boost to our friendship as well. We'll get return, not sure if we're going to be teaching it, because I think we're going to be focusing on our special attacks in this one. Now, we normally would take a break at this point in the challenge. However, we're on very good pace, so we'll take a break a little bit later on. Dragon Claw might not be a bad idea. It is going to be a special move in Generation 3. But it will definitely do numbers against Lance later on in the league. Only 6 more levels now until we get ourselves Nasty Plot. Only 10 more levels until we get ourselves Psychic. And that, I think, is when the challenge is really going to open up. In certain circumstances, Dragon is super effective against flying types. That seems like a pretty solid learn set to me. You've got Return, which is great for neutral damage on a lot of things. You've got Flamethrower, which is just a great move, especially when you combine it with having Stab. Aerial Ace is fantastic for accuracy drops, for instance on the rival's Pidgeotto. Or Pidgeotto, I suppose, at that point. And Rock Slide's just a cool move. Enjoy your lunch, Adrian. Thank you for popping in. I'm sure we'll catch up very soon. I reckon we'll take our break just before Clair on this one. Have a good old stretch of the legs. Yep, Lance is a flying type trainer. You're not wrong there. Twin Beam doing the numbers there against this final Rocket Executive up here. Curry chips and a naan sounds like a very good meal indeed. Now we've already done the optionals here in the underground, so we can, well, the mandatories I should say, so we can go straight into rival number 4. It's going to lead with Golbat that goes down in one shot. My local Chippy is shut today, and I'm very, very annoyed about that fact. Because I really am craving a Chippy. Might have to settle for KFC if they're open. Curry sauce and chips can't really beat that, can you? I did say KFC, if they're open. Chippy Fish and Chip Shop. It's what we call it up here in the north. 3 resets is not bad at all for running the Charmander line. I don't have any Midlanders in me. That's a very, very strong accusation to make, Kanbei. Sorry, that was filth, wasn't it? We're not doing our non-PG stream. I can only apologise if you're offended by the words that just fell from my mouth there. You can't beat a good bit of fish and chips. Well, you can if they do a good battered sausage, actually. I'm not a big fan of pie. Don't really like hot pastry. Welcome in, Kim. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Yep, happy post-Christmas, everybody. I've never eaten escargot. Well, I'm very glad you took inspiration from that other YouTuber, but unfortunately it's not his channel here, so we will move on from him. Scamulet coin for Thunderbolt. I just don't like referencing other creators when they're not here. Because you never know, they might get upset by something we say. Happy holidays, Anna. I hope you're doing very well today. I have real issues with new food. Exactly. It's one of those. There's no right or wrong way to do challenge running. There should be no superiority when it comes to challenge running rules. Every single rule set is as valid as each other. You're alive. I'm very glad about that fact, Kim. I'd be incredibly gutted if you weren't. Be wandering the streets of the Netherlands going, Kim, where's Kim? I miss my Kim. Nasty plot, yes please, in my face right about now. Vileplume, we will twin beam. Yes, you can generally find Kim in the Stroop Waffle House. Not to be confused with the Waffle House. See, I've got the tism, and I've got the food tism where I'm like, do I want to try new food? Probably not, it's scary, it might make me cry. That kind of thing. Radio card acquired. I'll tell you what, we'll do Clair, and then we'll take our break after we've beat her up before we get the badge. Think that seems about fair for Clair. We'll have been live around about an hour then. It's only going to be a 3-minute break. There will be a clock on screen. So if you do want to take this opportunity to have a stretch, maybe get some food, go to the loo, do whatever you want to do. And then we will be back in 3 minutes after the Clair battle. See, I've just got the kind of tism where I don't want to eat anything new and just stick with my comfort foods. Oh, God. Lush is... Ugh. Don't get me wrong, I like a lot of the stuff they sell there, but... Jeez, the pong that you get coming past there. What's the one food you refuse to eat, Gemma? I think you've mentioned before, but it slipped my brain. That is true. You don't know until you try, and that's how I ended up liking things like sweet chili, to be fair. I've messed up slightly here. Oh, mushrooms have vile texture. Deadly by Midnight food definitely is good for trying out new stuff. I love Twin Beam. We've beaten up Clair, we'll get into the Dragon's Den, and then we'll take a little bijou breakette, as it were. Bijou breakette? Why the hell did I say it like that? Let's pause the timer at 51:25. I'm going to take a very quick break here. I need the loo anyway, so if you do need to take a break yourself, maybe get some food, get your meds if you need them, I'll meet you all in 3 minutes' time. And we are back. Thank you so much for your patience during that little break there. We'll unpause the timer and we'll answer this quiz. Had a little look at KFC during the break as well, and they've put their prices up, the absolute words I cannot say because we've not had Super Chat goal for swearing today. 51.40 for the Clair split, not the best, not the worst. Yep, again. It's exactly the same as the radio card quiz. 1, 1, 2. What are those numbers there? Brain dyslexia cannot do numbers. Oh, the prices are absolutely astronomical now. Thank you for 17 months, Kim. Bloody hell. It's been that long already. Suppose it has, actually, hasn't it? Jesus. It's been even longer, thinking about it. They definitely are twonks. I reckon, you know, we don't need to flinch anymore. So we can probably get rid of headbutt in place of return. You had a Macca's on Monday. No Super Chat gold today, Kim. I thought everyone's poor after Christmas, or at least I am. So I didn't want to plonk on a goal. We hit the Delibird goal, honest. There are not enough Super Chats in the world for the Delibird goal. Oh, our bag's full. Right, what don't we need? Don't need them anymore. Don't need that. Or all four of them, actually. Not going to bother with Earthquake. We can fly to the League if we need it later on. Thank you so much, Seth, for the $10 Super Chat. Time for swearing again. I shall turn my attention back to the Super Chat after I've got through this battle. This one's a bit of an arse to do. So I do just need to focus because of that bloody paralysis chance there, which we got. Should be fine. Yep, absolutely fine through this. A little bit slower than I would have liked. I say we're absolutely fine. There we go. Time for swearing, lol, and your 10th Super Chat, apparently. I think it's more than that, Seth. I just think YouTube's been a bit naff with tracking them. And Kim, thank you so much for the 11 Super Chats. Right, you want a Super Chat goal, do you? Oh, for the €11 Super Chat. Right. If you want a Super Chat goal, I can give you a Super Chat goal. I'm sure if you went back to Blastoise now, it wouldn't be anywhere near as bad as your first attempt. I've lost all my friggin' on-screen furniture now. Let me get that back. There we go. What were we doing? We were thanking the HM friends. So, thank you to Kenya, to Abra, to Psyduck, merci to Paris. And the biggest thank you of all goes to you lovely blue and green names in the chat. We're going to get our 4 full restores. And then let's very, very quickly take a look at our stats going through the league. F-bombs, yes, Kim. You save your bloody money, for God's sake. Level 50 with 197 HP, holding nothing with a Headbutt, Psychic Crunch and Nasty Plot. 127 in attack, 106 in defense, 152 in special attack, 52 in special defense. That seems a bit low. Might have mistyped a number there. Gonna have to pause the timer to figure that one out. Farigiraf.asm, let's have a quick look at that. No, that's just... Yep, we've got 10 in special defense at the moment. Oddish, thank you so much for the £10 super chat. Kanbei for the £5 super chat. Team Abra, say no to rental Abras. Thank you so much, Green ET, for the compliments there. I do just have to very quickly change that special defense to 70 instead of 10. Goodness me. No wonder we were getting hit hard earlier. Swear now, we need to get 3 more super chats apparently in order to swear. $2, thank you so much, Alajango. Why is that not tracked? There we go, 3 super chats. Seth, you do bloody know what to do. Let me just rename this to Broken Crystal Fridge Giraffe. We'll do that. Do one of these. Hopefully we saved in the right place. There we go. We are going to have to very quickly do a little move to recalculate the stats in the box, I think, for this one. That's much better. I've lost track with what the hell's going on this one now, I've got to be honest with you all. SB Flame, please don't tell people what to do, especially with real money. Hello to your cat, Guy. Brain has completely melted now. Thank you for deleting, Kim. You're trying hard to... I'm on live TV, do not say shit or bollocks. There we go. Fuck me. Thank you, everyone, for once again making everything go tits up. My brain has just gone to absolute fucking mush. And it's all because of you. Thank you so much. I mean this in the nicest possible way. Oh, Jesus Christ. We're not having any more fucking Super Chat goals now. Let's get on with the league before the world implodes or something. We're going to unpause the timer. I don't know what's going on. Thank you, Gemma, for the pound Super Chat. Fuck. Right. Xatu. Crunch. We're not even going to nasty plot on this thing. I've never seen that blue Super Chat either. That's a really nice colour. No need to nasty plot here either. We're just going to sweep. Amnesia's going to do the grand sum of shit all, really, isn't it? We'll crunch on this Xatu. There we go. Will's beaten up. Taking his lunch money. That's 2 streams in a row you've got me swearing. We're not doing it again. Not for a while, anyway. We're going to piss kick over this Ariados. Fortress comes out to play. We'll continue piss kicking. We might as well. Level 52 acquired. Crobat comes out. It's a bit shit, really, isn't it? Let's be honest. There's not much that can stand in the way of our giraffe. Headbutt the Venomoth, just because why not? Oh, fuck. Right, there we go. Koga done. Has Gamehook not... Oh, Gamehook shat itself now. Great. Let's press the wrong move on this Hitmontop as I get Gamehook back in. Peer pressure is a very, very big thing. Overlay's updated itself now. We're absolutely fine. Nothing's going tits up. Take our guaranteed damage from Muck Punch there. 53. Where's that full restore? HP up. Where's the shitterberry? There it is. I get to use all the terms now because we're having a swearing stream that I don't normally use on screen. On stream, rather, not on screen. And Elixir. Barely knows her. That's the other thing I meant to do there. Where is it? There it is. Automod is having a bad day today. Automod has a bad day every friggin' day, to be fair. Right, nasty plot, sand attack. Oh, shite. No need for the pink bow here. Enjoy your food, Kim. Thank you for the chaos. And that's Karen, all beaten up. Full restore. Still holding the shitterberry. Don't need to change that. Plan here is to boost our special attack and then just sweep, really, with Psychic. We'll do 3 just to be doubly sure because Lance's AI is useless. Scarodactyl comes out. It's going to outspeed because we've lost speed on our Raffi here. And that's Lance done. No, it's not. I lied. Now it's Lance done. Off you fuck, Lance. Lance does have a lot of illegal mons. You're not wrong. Pause the timer, let's reset. We're going to go straight into the Kanto section. Max repel, so we're all stinky again. Let's cycle over to Cherry Grove. The reason we deposit the HM friends, by the way, is because the AI changes depending on whether you have a full team or not. We'll welcome back Kenya, Abra, Pistok and Paris, and now let's get ourselves over to Kanto. Gonna skip a couple of rare candies here, we won't need them. We are in go mode now for the rest of the challenge. No, Aerodactyl doesn't learn Rock Slide until Gen 3 or Gen 4, so it's highly illegal. Should get put in jail for that, really, shouldn't he? And thank you to everybody who super chatted as you all fall off the top of the screen there. Hope you all have a comfortable landing. We're not friggin' doing it again. Swear mode's over now. We're in a new country, we need to make a good impression. First thing we do in Kanto is the last thing we usually do in Johto. We're going to get another rare candy, this time with the chairman of the Pokemon fan club. And we're going to skip Surge for now. I want the Prosecure Berry. You fell on your donkey? Oh dear. Was it a wonky donkey? Get the lefties. Get the Poke Viagra. And let's make our way into Erica's gym where we're going to wreck her day. Yep, SMTV Live reference. One of the moderators actually here was on Wonky Donkey. I'm not going to say which one it is in case he's not here. But yeah, one of the moderators was on SMTV Live on Wonky Donkey. He was very excited to speak to Cat Dealey, but then wouldn't we all be? She's a legend in her own lunchtime, you know. I say that, she's probably lovely. Erica's beaten up. Rainbow badge acquired. Let's go and take on Janine. Deck did get very heated, didn't he, in Wonky Donkey? To be fair, I can understand why a lot of the time when it was blindingly obvious what the question or what the answer was. You can find a lot of wild underleveled Pokemon, so I think that's the canonical explanation for a lot of Blue's underleveled Pokemon. Because this whole shtick is going out and catching everything everywhere. Die hit. Absolutely no need to use that, Janine. She's done. Soul badge in 10327. Never work with children or animals. Advice for life, that. Did we dip in Saffron? Yes, we did. Perfect. Gonna get this Purr's Cure Berry. I think we're gonna need it. Not sure where we're gonna use it yet, though. It's either gonna be Surge or Red, and I've not quite figured out my routing yet. So I'm thinking we can probably get away with beating up Pikachu, then going straight onto the Espeon with Nasty Plot, because Crunch is going to be a special move. So we don't really care about Reflect. It can Mud Slap us, but I think it would go for Swift over Mud Slap. Or it might just hit us with Psychic, which will do negligible damage. So I reckon Purr's Cure Berry for Surge is better, really. It's my current school of thought. Probably change it by the time we get to Surge. We'll have to see. Oh, no, that's the wrong house. Move! It's a small chance, but there is still a chance of finding that Pidgeotto. Of course she went for Reflect. Lost a little bit of time there in the Sabrina battle. Not the worst in the world, though. Forgot my routing for a second there. Machine part, we grab that now so we don't forget about it later. Let's take on Nugget Bridge, shall we? Pain, misery, and suffering bridge. I find this worse than Radio Tower, honestly. Because at least in Radio Tower, it's part of the plot line. This is just there to get in your way. Have a little nibble on a Nidoking for a Saturday afternoon. Yep, that is on Route 3 in Alola. You have the 1% chance of Bagon and then a 1% chance in the SOS Battle of Salamence. I'm being mean about Nugget Bridge, aren't I, Seth? If having a whinge about Nugget Bridge is what makes it go quicker, then we will have a whinge about bloody Nugget Bridge. Surf to assert our dominance over Misty. Nugget Shrubbery. To go with the Viridian Hedge Maze. Perfect. Two shot. One shot. Nice. Finish off with Crunch. Oh, I took it as complete sarcasm there, Seth. Don't worry. I was just playing along with it. Please do not mention your age, SB Flame. It's one of those things where YouTube can get people into trouble for mentioning their ages. There are very strict rules when it comes to people's ages. Messed up movement slightly there. I'll let you get away with that one, Guy, don't worry. I mean, I totally get it. It's for the protection of YouTube users. But it's one of those that can get us content creators into trouble if you mention your age. Because we have a responsibility as creators to make sure that all of our users are of age to use YouTube and of age to be watching the stream we're making. We already have leftovers. We got them from Celadon Cafe. There are 2 sets of leftovers in Gen 2. We get the cafe ones. Saves having to catch the Snorlax with a Master Ball. And because we're a solo Pokemon challenge, we only need 1 set. Be great if we could hold 2 sets of leftovers, though. Here's 3 Drill, our obligatory, optional mandatory here in Kanto. He told me in a previous run today that he had a lovely Christmas, and thanked all of you for asking after him over the Christmas period. Cold brew coffee to wake your ass up sounds like a good idea. Max Repel gets us over to Blaine. Oh, Blue, you don't half witter on, do you? There we go. Rare candy, just what we need. We shall take on Lieutenant Surge after we've taken on Blaine here. Who's there? Chippy Tea sounds like a very good idea, Kanbei. I eat my poo. Oh, I was trying to fake a laughter there. That was a really good one. If you do eat your poo, then you should probably have words with yourself, honestly. Moving on. Purus Berry, that's what we were going to do here. Do it for a little bit of insurance. Don't think we're going to need it. But you never know. Could get a Zap Cannon land in the face. Reckon it's going to be Quickie C strats at Red. Only a couple more battles until we get there. Hoping to get sub 120. Surge was easy enough. Thunder Badge in 112.04, I beg your pardon. Enjoy your curry and chips, Gemma. Thank you for popping in today. Ow! Sorry if you heard that. I just tried scratching my face and gave the microphone a good old slap. Couple of nasty plots should be all it takes here. Reflect, we don't care. We've got special attack. Cat will scratch my face for free. And there we go. Blue was easy. Oak, I've got all the badges. Open up, please. Thank you. I don't bitch about my decks. We know we're solo challenging, it's fine. It does a bit look like a Dark Psychic type. I'm glad it's normal Psychic though. Makes challenge running with it a lot easier. Not going to bother with the last rare candy, we're just going to go straight into Silver Cave here. There we go. Messed up a little bit there. Gonna try and claw it back on this particular attempt. Nice quick claw proc. Don't paralyze. Gonna use... Where are they? 3 rare candies. Charm missed. Gonna set up on the Espeon this time instead. Reflects fine. Psychic deals next to no damage at all. Messed up there, didn't I? Whitney wasn't the only reset, but I think we might just about have it in the bag now, depending on how hard Flamethrower hits. Surviving on 11. If we outspeed Blastoise, we've won. We don't. Right. Should probably just go full special attack now, thinking about it. Psychic's going to one-shot Pikachu now. Don't really give a damn about critical hits, not great. Taking a reset. Moves are in the wrong order as well. Let's fix that. There we go. That is true, an Exploding Clefairy is a wildly inconsistent reset. I'm stressing because I know we've got the win in the bag. I've just got to press the right buttons, which is easier said than done a lot of the time. Another frigging critical hit, you've got to be kidding me. Absolute nonsense there from Espeon. It was self-destruct. With a crit. I hasten to add, I've used the wrong move there. Didn't matter, we crit back. This is going to be a range now, but he should Amnesia. Tank the Flamethrower. Think we've got the win now. It's all over for red. And that's time. Why didn't I grab T-Bolt? Because we didn't need T-Bolt. The problem wasn't either of the Pokemon weak to electric. Streamed back to port times. Let's get this on the leaderboard. Farigiraf. Can't spell it. 0117. It was actually a 47. I did time early there, so we won't cheat. Let's get that leaderboard all generating up, shall we? Yes, Blastoise and Charizard are weak to electric. However, we didn't outspeed the Blastoise. That was the issue. We'd a one-shot with Nasty Plot. We were at +6 attack. Or +6 special attack, I should say. We've done hundreds of these challenges together. We know what we're doing. Leaderboard's all made up. Should we see where we are on the Backport leaderboard? A very respectable 4th place. Not too shabby at all. If anything, actually, Thunderbolt would have slowed us down because we'd have had extra text boxes, not even factoring in the time it would have taken to get the coin case and the move. That was not a bad time at all. I reckon, actually, on a better day with better luck, we could get below Zangoose's time. One to tackle in the new year, I reckon. Probably at the end of a stream. But normal types in Generation 2 do very well. Look at that leaderboard. I think 8 out of the 10 are in part normal type, just at a quick glance. But with that, there's only one thing left to do for this stream. Let me get my on-screen furniture all rejigged again for the last part of this stream. Because, of course, after we defeat Red, Flamigo is a... My game's crashed. It's fighting flying. I was going to return Kenya, but something's crashed in RetroArch here. So with that, unfortunately, we're going to have to call it there. I'm just going to double check if everything's crashed. For all of you wonderful people as well. We're still here, perfect. In which case, let me go to my backup. Let me go to my backup page here, because there are some people I want to thank. I want to thank Gemma Barnes for 21 months, League TV for joining at Premier Ball, Seth Kearney for the $10 Super Chat, Kim's Mad World for the €11 Super Chat and the €2 Super Chat, Oddish for the £10 Super Chat, Kambay for the £5 Super Chat, Alajango for £2, Seth Kearney for $2, Kambay for another £2, Gemma for the £1 Super Chat, and to all of you for coming along today for today's unexpected stream. It has been an absolute pleasure. I will see you all next year. Have a wonderful rest of your year, and I hope that 2025 brings you nothing but health and happiness. I'll catch you all in the next one.